A sharp rise in tariffs on imported products has shaken up the market. Local alternatives are now more appealing due to a major surge in domestic demand. As a result, the company sees an unexpected spike in demand for their locally produced e bikes, putting pressure on supply chain, workforce, and production capacity. The C suite at Best Run is up for the challenge. Brian, the CRO, gets a mobile alert. It says projected growth is nearly 60%. He opens up SAP Start and uses Joule to access real time sales forecasts. Brian asks for forecast revenue details for the next quarters to understand how the surge will impact sales projections. Brian shares the growth projections with his team via group chat in Microsoft Teams. He reaches out to Ellen, the CFO, requesting financial analysis to gauge the impact of the predicted results and identify optimization options. Ellen, the CFO, leverages SAP Cloud ERP to evaluate recent financial trends and validate the impact of the sharp revenue forecast shared by CRO. To reduce tariff exposure, she needs to consider shifting to local manufacturing. Using the Review Booklet app, she navigates to financial business insights powered by SAP Business AI and sees that revenue is high, but profitability is under pressure due to rising costs in procurement, supply chain, and hiring. Ellen then navigates to the P&L by time report to assess how current negative trends could impact future results. The forecast confirms that the rising operational costs leads to significant drop in profitability below planned values for 2025. With these insights, Ellen returns to the C-suite group chat to collaboratively address the challenges of scaling the business while maintaining operational efficiency. Next, Brenda, the COO, needs to scale production to meet forecasted needs defined by the CRO, while making sure that she keeps costs low to meet goals from the CFO as well. She accelerates the shift to local manufacturing. Using predictive MRP and Joule, she spots work center overloads. Brenda considers options like adding shifts and working with external partners. She updates the shift calendar directly in the system, but now she needs support from the CHRO to bring in the right talent for the new shifts added. She also asks the CPO to review the supply and costs for raw materials to improve operational efficiencies while cutting costs. Liam, the CPO, needs to optimize procurement costs to meet the tariff-driven shifts in sourcing. With imported materials becoming more expensive, he turns to the SAP Business Suite to uncover procurement inefficiencies, optimize sourcing strategies to prioritize local supplier partnerships. Liam identifies a disproportionately high number of suppliers in the raw material category for pallets. He uses Joule to create an initiative to reduce supplier fragmentation and bring down supplier costs for pallets. Within the initiative, he takes a first step and initiates RFP creation with the help of Joule to streamline sourcing. Using a multi-round bidding strategy, the CPO is able to select a best offer. Liam informs the C-suite about the launch of the new supplier initiative, which significantly improves procurement costs. Alex, the CIO, is driven by a passion for problem solving, balancing innovation, efficiency, and agility. Facing mounting demands from finance, sales, HR, and supply chain leaders, Alex turns to SAP Business Technology Platform and connects systems, extends capabilities, and unlocks real-time insights. From seamless integrations to custom app developments powered by AI, Alex is always behind the scenes to make all this work. In this scenario, Alex brings in external and internal workforce data using Databricks to power real-time insights for the CHRO for effective decision-making. Susan, the CHRO, works towards fulfilling the requirements of the COO. She needs to look at a bigger picture to be able to optimize the hiring strategy. The Skills Insight overview on SAP BDC helps her assess whom to train, whom to hire internally, or whom to hire externally. She notices the skills around AI fundamentals show the most significant gap. despite being the fastest growing skill in the last year. SAP BDC helps her compare the distribution of AI fundamental skills across two employee categories, new hires and existing staff. She confirms that the company is on the right track but needs to pick up the pace on hiring. Susan asks Jewel to initiate the hiring process and assigns targeted learning programs to employees who need to build AI related skills. Jewel then summarizes the overall strategy, which she then shares with the C suite to inform them about the short term and long term actions she's going to take to address change in demand. Finally, Ellen, the CFO, reviews the updated financials in the review booklet and notes that profitability, which had previously been under pressure, is now improving, along with operating income and cost savings. Smooth sailings ahead.